Okay, we are back in the building. What's going on? Shout outs to everybody here. Um, on today's show, I wanted to talk to you guys about one of my favorite groove boxes, which is the Novation Circuit tracks. I can't express how much I like this synthesizer and also what it has done for me in the world of electronic music. Just learning about synths and God. It also taught me too that Matt Black isn't the best finish for a synthesizer. It gets ashy, it gets sweaty, all kinds of stuff happens, man. But this is a great synthesizer. It taught me a lot about the world of synthesis and not having a menu, not having a screen, so to menu dive. But there's a lot of information that is displayed on this machine. You can read a lot on the grid here. It looks very challenging, but it really isn't. Like for tempo, you see how it says 125. You got one, the two, and the five. You have letters and numbers, that it shows you. So, it's a lot, and then, you have your encoders up here. Uh, uh you know, but these things are really good. It teaches you really about what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell you something, that a lot of synfluencers like myself, but a lot of synfluencers that you guys listen to and that you guys will listen to in the future will start to talk about, and what they will say later on, or if they already haven't said it, is that this is a great brain of your setup. Now, there's a lot of synthesizers out there that are more advanced, that are better brains for your setup. But when you learn how to use something like this and it becomes very easy, so to say, or just user friendly, and you understand the workflow pretty simple, this will become a great brain for your setup. And of course, it has the Nova synth, which makes it pretty cool. I mean, a lot of people don't like the Nova synth, but the Nova synth is pretty dope. The Novation I'm looking at right now is the peak, but something like this is just perfect. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You can use it as a drum machine. You don't really have to use the synths because honestly, when you MIDI another synthesizer into it, I mean, you get the best of both worlds. You can add extra drums, and you can also sequence what you got going on through the MIDI channels. So basically, those will replace your synths. Or if you just want some background synths, for harmonics, you have it right there. And I think that the idea, because this is an updated version of the old Novation Circuit tracks, or just the Novation Circuit, the OG circuit, which people are still buying, and they're saying it's still something different than this, because Novation, they basically send out updates. Okay, we're almost 5 minutes in, but Novation, they send out updates. But I don't know if this was by design or by mistake. This has became a better brain for a setup. Brains. I don't know why I'm saying it like this, but if you know what I'm talking about, brains of your setup sometimes tend to be too complicated. Like I know, if you put an MPC somewhere, definitely that's gonna be the brain, or should be the brain. But it's menu diving, it's complicated, and then you're bringing other synths into its universe, whereas this is just straight lined. But we'll see that later when I start MIDIing things into it, like the digitone and stuff like that. Whereas the digitone should be obviously the star in the equation, but you could really use digitone as a synth, and that's where these two MIDI tracks will come into play. Basically, what I'm saying is that I wouldn't say unknowingly, but I would say that the circuit tracks low key has became a good uncanny brain. It doesn't have to have a menu or menu diving or this is just it's a great controller, to tell you the truth. And I don't see it coming up on a lot of people's controller videos and stuff like that. I know Bo Beats, Loop Pop, even Gabe, I think, shout outs to Freebeat. A couple of people, they've been doing a bunch of controller videos, and unknowingly, this has became a good controller. So we'll explore that more once we start MIDIing and also taking other synths and bringing it into the Novation universe. And basically, I'll be able to show you guys what this thing can do, because this thing has taught me how to use my other synthesizers, even the ones that use FM synthesis. So let's get into it. Let's see what we got here and let's make some beats. Let's go. That was pretty cool. Nice little mix. Nothing too much. Not playing around with the encoders and stuff like that, which I should. But let's start a new project. Let's start a new project. I got a lot of beats on here. Um, I forgot the guy's name, and I will do that soon, and that's where this will come into play. Um, Basically, it's called Journal Wave, I guess. Journal Wave or Diary Wave or something like that. So he had a great idea by saying all the music that you have. He put out a challenge, right? You know how you have the January challenge and you have all these different challenges. So he put out a challenge where he said that all of the music and all of the things that you've been working on, if you have a bunch of beats, a bunch of unfinished projects, he said just take all of it and just produce it, put it out. And he was also saying that that gives you a clean slate, which is true. Once everything is out, it's not like, oh, I got to work on this, or I got to work it. Just fuck it, just put it out. Some things, okay, yeah, finish that. But for the most part, just stuff that you have laying around, put it out. And with this music thing, it's different how you have to put out music. And definitely, we're going to have a big music conversation coming up soon. The Kanye West stem player is coming in. And I definitely want to do a video on the Kanye West stem player. But he said to put it out because, and well, I'm telling you guys this, which is why it's smart to put it out, because sometimes you have to understand that, not even sometimes, you just have to understand that the game is changing when it comes to music. And sometimes it's not about putting good music out. I mean, of course it is about putting good music out, but honestly, on platforms like YouTube, Spotify, things like that, you just got to put it out, as a musician. And just, you're not even just a musician. Remember, you're also a content creator. You in your mind might think you create music, but if you're releasing your music, you are a content creator. And simply putting it out is not just if it's good or bad music, it's really that your folks want to hear from you, and then also for you to really get your music to pop off the way that you want it to, you do have to be in the algorithm, and you have to constantly be putting out work. We move in a fast food society, so you just gotta keep putting stuff out. But we'll talk about that later. If that's a conversation that interests you, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit this notification bell so anytime I put out work, you guys will be able to access it. Also, if you guys are over here for music and let's say just synth stuff, because I know I post a lot of other things on my channel, let me know so I can start another channel where everything over there is just straight up synths and we can geek out. I know I'm gaining a new audience, and I have interests from my older audience, but let me know if that's what you would like me to do, so that way this content won't be mixed into the other content. I'm gonna do it anyway, but if you would like it to be faster and you guys are here, I just want you to raise your hand. You can leave a comment and just let me know. So let's get into it. Let's make a beat on the Novation circuit. And I've just gotten so good at making beats. I can make beats really fairly quickly and easy on this thing. So when you have an instrument or a groove box like that, carry it everywhere with you. You know what I'm saying? Carry it everywhere with you, because sometimes the mind can make music more complicated than what it really is. For some reason, my metronome doesn't work, so I usually use my drum track to kind of, and I usually use the drum track and I usually use the tempo to kind of dictate basically how I'm going to do the beat. We're going to use 32 steps. Now, this thing is, I mean, if you want to use it as a sequencer, yeah, you're not going to get the 64 steps. Or I'm pretty sure Gabe Miller or somebody, which I got to really do some more homework on, something that I'm pretty comfortable with. You have to do homework on something that you've had for years. I'm telling you, you never know the capabilities of these machines. There probably is a workaround. Maybe you can time stretch, or I'm pretty sure there's a workaround. And I'm pretty sure Gabe knows. So shout outs to Gabe Miller. If anything, I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna put his link in the description, but I will try to. Okay, so let's go when I get the chance, cause I'm batch recording, y'all. I'm Let's go. So we got some drums. Oh, I kind of like. Let's see if we can do that. Shit, fuck it. Let's go. Should have done this unquantized. But we can actually keep that. Let's see. just didn't like how this part comes in. Let's see. Let's see. It's a little too fast, right? Could play with the swing, but bonk's a little too early. To hide it a little bit. All right, we'll just keep it. Maybe it's just me overthinking about it. See if we can add something else on it to kind of hide it. I like that. And this is what happens also. Sometimes you just say, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't have a metronome. I really don't. And the metronome's right here, but I did something where it's just not showing up. So look, this is what we'll do. Change the whole vibe. Let's do that. Okay.
Bye. Bye.
What the fuck? Okay, we'll leave that in. I didn't the little shot. I didn't put that in there, but okay. See what sense we got, y'all. You make this sound good also. Look. To really show y'all how easy it is to use. how easy it is to craft a beat? Need some claps. Need some claps. Let's go. Yeah. Got you a beat right here, player. Structure it.